Turkish Propaganda 101: The Myth of Greater Armenia. The Turkish and Azerbaijani propaganda machines work 24/7 to demonize, dehumanize, and delegitimize the Armenian people and the Republic of Armenia in their effort to continue the Armenian genocide. I've decided to start a video series deconstructing every aspect of Turkish and Azeri propaganda to help Armenians and non-Armenians become more informed about how the Turkish and Azeri governments seek to defeat Armenia in the information war taking place online as we speak. The first false narrative of theirs I'll be tackling is the one regarding Greater Armenia. Greater Armenia is a geographic region comprised of territories located in the modern states of Armenia, Turkey, Azerbaijan, and Iran. This region is known as Greater Armenia in order to differentiate it from the region of Lesser Armenia, a region on the border between Armenia and Pontus. This region was not only known as Greater Armenia, or Metzhaik, in Armenian sources, but also in foreign sources, including in Roman and Greek sources. In the aftermath of Alexander the Great's conquest of the Achaemenid Persian Empire in the latter half of the 4th century BC, the independent kingdoms of Greater and Lesser Armenia emerged as independent realms. The independent Armenian kingdoms of Greater Armenia were ruled by the Orontid dynasty from approximately 330 to 200 BC, the Artaxiad dynasty from about 190 BC to 12 AD, the Arsacid dynasty from 12 AD to 428, and the Bagratid dynasty from 885 to 1045. With the rise of the Kingdom of Armenia in Cilicia from the 11th to 14th centuries AD, Greater Armenia also became a way of distinguishing Armenia proper from the newly created Cilician Armenia that eventually collapsed in the late 14th century AD, and it remained a geographic term utilized for Armenia proper even following the fall of the last Armenian independent kingdom. Turkish nationalists quite often utilize the geographic term Greater, or simply Great Armenia, to refer to the claims of some Armenian groups to territories that were accepted as those of the Republic of Armenia according to the Treaty of Sevr in 1920, which included regions like Vaspuragan around Lake Van and others located in Ottoman Armenia. This is profoundly misleading and ignores thousands of years of history. The main term utilized for the territorial claims of some Armenian parties like the ARF is United Armenia, or Miatsial Hayastan in Armenian. United Armenia specifically refers to the Armenia as recognized by the Treaty of Sevr in 1920, including parts of Ottoman Armenia and Ottoman Pontus located in the Republic of Turkey today, Nakhichevan, which is currently recognized as an exclave belonging to the Republic of Azerbaijan, and Nagorno-Karabakh, known since medieval times as Artsakh in Armenian. These territories are largely demanded by certain groups as reparations due for the Armenian genocide that was perpetrated by the Ottoman Empire at the turn of the 20th century. Another aspect of this is the utilization of the geographic term Western Armenia in the Armenian Declaration of Independence of 1990, which states that the Republic of Armenia supports the recognition of the Armenian genocide that took place there in Western Armenia. Given the history of the region of Greater Armenia, or Armenia proper, referring to the regions that the Armenian genocide mainly took place in as Western Armenia clearly is not an irredentist statement. It is simply stating a geographic reality and a fact. Moreover, the denial of utilizing the term Armenia for the geographic region where the Armenian genocide took place is in fact 100% a continuation of the policy of cultural genocide and erasure of the Armenian history of the regions where the genocide took place by the Republic of Turkey. Why else would the Turkish government be so offended by a reference to a geographic term that has existed for millennia if they were not actively continuing their genocidal policy against the Armenian people? Greater Armenia refers to a geographic region that has existed for thousands of years in both Armenian and non-Armenian sources. The existence of this region as a historical fact is indisputable, and the demand to remove this geographic term from utilization entirely is a manifestation of the ongoing genocidal policy of the republics of Turkey and Azerbaijan against the Armenian people. Tying the name Greater Armenia to the nationalist concept of United Armenia is also extremely misleading, as the regions do not correspond to each other in a significant number of ways, purely geographically speaking. The Turkish narrative of the myth of Greater Armenia is constantly utilized by Azerbaijani nationalists and bots online to derail online discussions and mislead neutral observers. Their goal is to tie the demands of the Armenians of Nagorno-Karabakh for self-determination and the right to live with dignity in their homeland as being about irredentism, when in fact this is absolutely not the case. Tying the struggle of the Armenians of Nagorno-Karabakh to pure irredentism is simply another manifestation of the continued genocidal policy of the racist governments of Turkey and Azerbaijan. Thanks for watching. If you are concerned about the recent attacks of Azerbaijan on the sovereign territory of the Republic of Armenia, see the links in the description to donate and help those displaced by Azerbaijani genocidal aggression. If you enjoy videos about the history of the ancient and medieval Near East, including Armenian history, consider liking this video, consider subscribing to the channel, and consider subscribing to my main channel about the historical Total War video games called Gudea TW, and I will see you in the next video later.